Well, I think we've all got, from the last few weeks of chatting about different things coming up for next year, we've got an idea of what is and isn't maybe happening.
So we have locked together really, I think, the plan for what we need to be working on and doing. I definitely feel like we're hitting a rhythm as well, you know, we enjoy each other's company, we're getting stuff done, we've got a good balance of, you know, what we're doing, we've got good opportunities for the future to expand upon, you know, what each of us enjoy doing for a common cause as well. So now we use my brand as the way that we lead credibility to the social advisor. So they do have to be two different things. It's just we weren't ready to do that before because we weren't ready to scale. So the good news is that we really do have a pretty clear direction on where we're going, and there aren't really, when you break it down, a lot of things that we're doing. It comes down to this. Baz brand. And I'm not even going to call it brand because I don't even care about the brand part. That's an outcome. It's the message. So if we're looking at the social advisor, let's go high level. What are the high level positive possible outcomes that we're directing ourselves towards?
Awareness of the people on the planet.
Physically raising the
consciousness level of the human species.
The other good thing about everyone here is none of us here are driven by dollars. And we've definitely had people here in the past who were driven by dollars. That was the reason they were here. That was what they were worried about. But I want you all to not have to worry about it. So that's definitely part of it. But beyond that, what are we doing? The message, right? What is the message going to do? It's about helping people raise their awareness.
And giving them freedom to do what they want to do
And giving them freedom.
Exactly.
So let's sum it up. What I was really saying here is I want you guys to be rewarded for being yourselves here. For all of us being ourselves, contributing to doing cool stuff together. And I want you to be rewarded for that. It's exactly what I want the rest of the world to get. Be yourself and still get paid for it. Change the world. Help people to be themselves at scale. And in fact, you know what? Our purpose really isn't to help the people of the world to be themselves at scale. It's to help 7,000 people to be themselves at scale. Do you all understand why I'm saying that?
Because it's a domino effect.
It's a domino effect. Not everyone has to be the voice. We are really reaching those people who are prepared and want to be a voice and have it and make an impact with it. That's who we're reaching. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How do you want to evolve? How can we do it together? We've got this group of people who all are interested in the same kinds of things, helping people, you know, creating awareness, using our skills to make changes in people's lives, whether it's through stories or technology or, you know, process and execution. We're all on the same team. So that's what you've got to be asking yourselves. So I think at this point, I'd like to throw it over to you guys.
Really, at the moment, it's a split journey, I would say, for myself. The steps that are needed there for me to do personally, that I need to work on as well, as also the business side of things. But I also wanted to do it in a way where I was still working towards end goals and changing the world and all that kind of stuff. So what I've basically done is every weekend I'm doing stuff outside of here with the end goal still pointing towards here, so then I can fund myself to learn more and bring in new things to this business, because obviously to increase the cash flow comfortable side of things personally, I need to bring more value to the business to then make that work out.
Well, I mean, obviously through Ignite and stuff, my thing is self-awareness and finding more of it myself and helping other people find more of it, because it's what frustrates me the most about other people and myself. But I mean, obviously, you know, through creativity and like music and video and stuff, I really like those vehicles and how they affect people and help people become more self-aware.
Awesome. So what about you, Nick?
Oh, I'm next
He
around.
doesn't.
I don't
he's holding the
speak.
camera, so he doesn't,
Yeah,
doesn't speak.
Yeah, so alright. TJ, so what about you? I mean, I know it's early days, but
Yeah.
how are you enjoying what you're doing so far?
Yeah, well, obviously I love it.
Good.
I mean, we've talked about it a lot when we're away and here as well. But yeah, just doing this, I mean, I remember the first time I came here and spoke to you about the whole process, like basically this kind of stuff, and even just in our own lives rather than in the business situation. And it's definitely in line with how I see things, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what about you, Nick? I'll ask you again now.
I definitely feel a lot better seeing all that laid out like that. I like having a plan and having direction. So from that point of view, feeling pretty excited. Pretty much what these guys said and what you just said to Zach, like figuring out what you want to do is a pretty hard thing. Like pretty much ever since I left school, like I've tried nursing, being an electrician, all this stuff, and the only thing that's remained constant, like trying to figure out what I can do, is music and photos and video and anything artistic basically. But I think the trouble back then when I was, wanting to be a musician and stuff is didn't really have a purpose behind it. So now, being able to use that to help people and have a purpose behind it, then I definitely know that I'm going in the right direction.
What about you, Jules?
Well, yeah, look, I think that's a nice solid plan. I like having a plan as well. I like being able to see ahead a little ways, at least something to guide the steps along. Look, I like creating as well. I quite like where I'm at with now, being able to move into some of these areas. That's something, I've had to do a lot of things as well over the last 4 years that have not necessarily been maybe what my preference was, but I've also accepted that they're part of the steps that need to be taken. A sort of unexpected, I guess, side outcome was also learning more about dealing with people that maybe aren't necessarily your cup of tea, or people that I've learned quite a lot around that.
Not that bad. He chose to sit next to me.
Yeah, so bad so I have much better experience on a day-to-day basis with Baz. No, so I don't know, my biggest growth periods and lessons that I've learned have come through the harder parts. And those harder parts make the nice parts all the more enjoyable, because you've experienced both to a fairly high degree. Living in a cabin in the woods is sometimes really appealing, but all you're doing when you do that is hide away from it. I think most people that do that, they always come back.
Nice. Tristan, come back to you. So we're just talking about what you like and how you see it might play out for you. There's no right or wrong, so.
In the timeline, or?
Oh, just in the business and the future in general.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like doing one thing constantly forever. It bores me a little bit. Like.
What we've been making here.
No. I've been in heaps of different stuff, which is good. I like it. I never have to focus on one specific thing. Refine it, perfect it, refine it, and just keep doing the same thing. But yeah, no, I like changing stuff up, doing different things.
No, we want you to refine it and then build a map for it so someone else can execute it.
Yeah.
Jill, how about you?
Struggling to find words that I want to say.
Do it in turkey.
Don't try.
Definitely have always really loved encouraging people to be okay with being themselves. Just always struggled to put that into play for myself. I can definitely see what I'm excited about in that plan though. Initially, I really like the support, like the logistics and the operation behind it, and putting process in but making it pretty at the same time. Like I really like that design and structure, and like when I see the events and the courses and things like that, my brain automatically goes, okay, what does the client need to experience through that, so that they're just going on in the journey and the hiccups aren't distracting him from that journey. That's kind of how my brain goes. Long term for me, I'm still not sure. Like I'm totally on board with the.
I think that is long term.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's always that, and you like that and you're good at it, well, we're going to always need that. And it's always focused on helping people be themselves. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, like I said to you, there's never been a group of people that should be together more than the ones that we've got here. And I think we do have the opportunity to all be achieving our, more of our life purpose and to be doing it together. And what more could you want? And I would just say that I've never had a better group of people than we do right now. So I just want that to sink in. So Adam, I love you.
No, I'm giving my notes.
I love you, Adam.
Legit.
That was your response?
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
So his new response is, I'm giving mine.
I quit. Every time you tell me that you love me, that's one letter goes on my one letter goes on my resignation. That's like 6 letters now.
You're saving them up. That's all it is. No, I'm serious, guys. I've never worked with a better team, so.
Happy